Okay, so hello guys and welcome to another video of Train Simulator 2016. This time I'm going to do a scenario on the Marseille to Avignon route. And I have challenged T-Mac, the middle-aged gamer, to make this scenario with no HUD and from Avignon to Marseille. And I'm going to do it right now. And we'll see who gets a better score. Also, I'll be explaining it. I'll also be explaining this scenario, which is a nice speed scenario, the last one. I'll be explaining the systems I'm going to use. Okay, so as you can see right now, I have a double train set, so it barely fits all the platforms. Disable that, and I'm letting the passengers in. Okay, so let's see. First of all, turn on the VACMA, turn on KVB, turn on cruise control, and I'll set the cruise control to 300. Lights are set, properly set. Reverser. Take brakes. And let's go. Okay, so one thing I've noticed is that many people don't use this thing here, the KVB. I'm going to use it for the speed restrictions imposed by signals near Marseille and approaching Marseille. And right now I am accelerating, so the speed right now is 170 kph. But I'll just keep accelerating because we will never reach 170 kph with that limit enforced. And the next limit will be 300 kph, so I'm just going to go to 300. Okay, so now, do you see this gauge, this dial or whatever? So these are two needles, as you may have noticed. This has a white needle, which is the active TVM speed, and it's like an analog indication of the TVM signaling working. So here you have the digital output, and here you have the analog output of the TVM indications. Also, there's an orange needle, which is your cruise control indication. You increase cruise control with Y and decrease with C, and the train will do its best to keep the speed you set. Although I have full throttle, it will keep the 300 kph when I get there. Okay, so also that warning you will revert of the KVB. Let's just wait for it to play again, and I'll explain it. Okay, so this warning is by the KVB, and basically this is what happens. So basically it will be detecting when you use the combined throttle and dynamic brake, and when you don't change anything in the throttle and change its position for 1 entire minute to play a warning, it's like it's a little bit like the CIFA in German trains, except the CIFA plays every 30 seconds no matter what you're doing, and the KVB only plays whenever you not change the control inputs. It's 320 now. As I was saying, the KVB will only act whenever you stay 1 entire minute without changing the throttle, the combined throttle and dynamic brake position. Okay, so I apologize about the lag. Also, another thing that's also is here on the Avignon to Marseille way, there will be many upgradients and only one major downgradient. And when we get to the downgradient, we don't need to go zero throttle and brake and apply brakes. The only thing we need, and I'll show that, is to apply just brakes to 1, and it will keep our max speed going, and will just prevent the train from. Will just help the brakes to prevent the train from going over speed. By the way, I am resetting the alarm by pressing and holding Q for a little bit. Q button. And I turned on the vacuum with Control T and turned on KVB with Control Enter. Control numpad Enter. Or the KVB. Also, one thing I learned is that whenever you have a speed limit and you're use cruise control to keep that limit or not, and you want to use the throttle but to keep that speed, just put the brakes at 1 and it will be just enough brakes to maintain your speed at the limit without accelerating anymore. So the only acceleration you get is to maintain your speed and not go over it. Okay, so in some time we will get to a section. Will be okay. It's now. It's now. Where we'll be going to 270, and then we're going back up to 300. Yeah, I'll research the cruise control. So as you can see, the cruise control is quite good actually. And okay, so by seeing this landscape, I know we are approaching that turn. I'm applying just a little bit brakes, and we'll start descending. We'll start going down, and the brakes in one will just keep me from going over speed, just prevent me from going over speed. Also, you may recognize this part of the road now. Viaduct when just after when we leave Aix-en-Provence. So I'm getting to the station. I'll get indication to stop in just a little bit. When the indication there flashes, for example, it's 300 or 320, it flashes. The meaning is limit is this, but be prepared to brake at the next signal, and then we get an indication at the next signal to brake. Braking 270, alright. And this means that to brake to 270, but to keep braking. keep the brakes, so I'll just keep braking. I can see 230 and keep braking. Time 170. Brakes will no longer apply. Release a little bit the brakes. Let's see if I can brake on time. I'll be braking on time. I think. Or maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. Come on, brake, 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 brake. Come on. Braking, I'm braking on time. Let's go ahead, just forward just a little bit more. Here. Perfect. We're almost perfect. This is my best stop yet. So as you can see, I released the brakes, but the brakes are still applied. This is because this is one of those trains that the brakes apply automatically when the doors are open. So while the doors are open, it doesn't move. So doors are closed, and let's go. I just lost 5 points. I think it's because I got late to some parts of the track. No problem. Let's just see if I can keep just those last 5 point penalty. And we will start to get we'll start getting speed reduction, so I won't ever reach 300 kph in this part of the track. I'm going to get some reductions in the tunnel that's coming ahead. As you get into 30, I'll just set my cruise control to a maximum of 230. Whoa, spot on at first try. You see, these original for the cruise control. Stop, and now I'm coasting. I'll apply a little bit brakes, start slowing down. 160. I just need to get to 170 and 175 so the brakes don't apply. Don't apply. And brakes will not apply now. And I mean brakes will not apply is that emergency brakes can no longer apply. Emergency brakes only apply and I'm overspeeding by more than 50 kph from the limit it indicates me at high speeds. 130, I'm almost there. Now remember I told you that I just need to have the brakes on 1 to keep the speed. Let's cruise control to 130. So as you can see we are in a down gradient and I'm keeping just the brakes at 1 with power on idle, coasting, and the gravity force that is on my train plus the brakes on 1 it's only enough to keep me on 130 kph. Reduction, I guess. No. Speed sailing is at 130. TVM disabled, KVB on. Okay, so now we are using KVB, which is easier. Basically, what these dashes mean is that speed limit is 160 right now, or below 160. Also, I'll have to brake a little bit because I'll have yellow. I think I'll have a yellow signal with a speed restriction of 30. So I'll have to, if I have 5 kph or more above that speed limit, the 30 limit, emergency brakes will apply. So, and when the brakes apply, it's just FU. I think it's like fuck you, but it's brakes applied here. FU. Yep, I need to reduce my speed. First warning will be here. This flashing light, if I don't acknowledge it, to apply my emergency brakes. So I just acknowledge with Q, with the Q key. Pressing and holding Q for a little bit, I acknowledge that light. Warning. will set the cruise control to 110. It's the speed limit when I leave this restriction, so I can affect to it and it will be controlled. This sound I also have to reset it, or it will apply my brakes. And now I am restricted to 30, but I can cheat and I can go to 34.9. If I get to 35 or above, reset the brake. Remember what I was saying? I was pressing control, so I accidentally disabled vacuum. I enabled it again, and see what I was saying. If I go 35 or above, a speed will sound, and after 5 seconds, if I don't do anything, speed brakes apply. Emergency brakes apply. Let's see now if I can go to 34. 34, and I'm good. This is voltage indicator. I have voltage. This is acceleration and braking indication. Above the center is acceleration. Below is braking. Okay, so remember when I said that the KVB warning was only when I didn't do the throttle? So right now I am in control, so no indication. Okay, so let me see. Proof. Okay, so flashing red means 15 kph restriction, but it's green now. 30 restriction cleared. I can accelerate. Yeah. So the KVB when it displays that orange. That orange light, it means that I'm restricted to 30 until I cross the next green signal. If the signal had kept at flashing red, I would have to go to brake to 15 kph, but because it went to green, I can accelerate. And now this signal is green, I think, and by the next signal I have to be doing 60. So I have to do 60. Yeah, I've tried to cross this at one speed and then braking, but it will trigger the emergency brake. So I'll just go at 60 because the 60 will be the speed limit right now. The speed limit, and then we have to go to 30 kph. As the next signal, I think it's flashing. It's a solid yellow signal. So. Yeah, solid yellow. Again, solid light. I am now restricted to 30 until next green signal, which I don't think it will happen. As you can see, cruise control is maintaining I'm at 30. I just have a little bit of throttle applied. Again, we are approved. I think it's about to change to yellow. Yep, yellow. 30 restriction. Again, I have to acknowledge the sound. And again, probably. Yep. So first warning, first indication is the solid yellow, and then I'll get all your warnings, and I have to acknowledge all of them, or the emergency brakes apply. And this is Marseille station. I'm now at Marseille, and I'll just leave the throttle for a little bit. Or not. And next thing, and then when you get closer, I'm going to start applying brakes. Let me just see what's in. Brakes on hold, ready to be applied. So I think I'm applying it right now. Just on the spot. Turn idle. Turn off the systems. Tail lights on. Cruise control off. Let me see how I did in timing. Ooh! Eh! Let me see. I think it was. I did a little bit better. I want to see how I want to see how you do the way I did. I want to see that. So guys, it's a challenge. I just did it with all the systems in cab working. And T-Mag, I will see how you do it the same way I did. Bye bye guys.